Good. How are you, honey?
Good.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. Uh, Jason, sorry, yeah, I don't even know. I got the giggles this morning. Jason, first to you. You kind of come from a different kind of competitive background than the rest of the cast here. Obviously, so does Paolo here. But what kind of expectations did you have heading into the show?
Well, coming from the food world, of course, I was always the one being judged for the food that I was doing. And so it was a totally different competition that was going on. And I was like, okay, I'm a competitive person. Let's see what happens. So, and I wanted to do something that was out of my element. And so I really didn't have a lot of expectation because I had never done anything like this. I just wanted to have a fun experience and really see how it went. So,
Paolo, to you. Early on, the first couple episodes here, we see an attempted formation of an alliance with the girls, but as we see, it quickly crumbles. In your opinion, kind of what happened in that small time frame of time?
Well, to be honest, I feel like it's a lot of people and people that you don't know that you just met and you're trying to create something, but it doesn't work always the way it wants because you never know. Like we can have something with the girls, but we don't know when the girls are talking with somebody else. So it's hard to keep up like an alliance. But we're trying to keep the girls together. That's what the whole plan was.
Jason, my favorite part of your strategy at the beginning here was cooking for everyone. Was that something you had kind of locked in before heading into the show?
well, yeah, going into it, I mean, that is the one thing that I knew I had in my pocket was cooking. So I thought, if I can keep everybody fed and happy, either they'll get real fat and they can't do the competitions, or, they're going to say, okay, well, we've got to keep the chef because he's got to keep cooking for us. So I had that to start out with. So that was I kind of thought about that before we went into it. So yeah.
Yeah, I love the strategy. I mean, it works. I mean, everybody was munching, and it's like, how do you get rid of the one person feeding us? You know what I'm saying? I loved it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't.
You just can't.
Exactly. Paulo, we see early on, in one of my favorite moments, just because obviously at the end of the day, y'all guys were, it looks like y'all were having fun, but there's a lot of drama, all that good stuff. But we had a competition thrown early on in the show, which obviously ends up backfiring. Were you kind of shocked to watch it kind of unfold the way that it did?
Yes, I was very like I didn't want to do it. I have my doubts. That's like I came to do this show like I have no idea. It's my first time doing something like this. But you want to believe in the people who have more experience and you follow through with that, but it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake. And I don't think if I ever do a show again, I don't think I will do that again. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I guess a follow up to that, Jason, to you, what was kind of like after everybody starts to see and figure out that the competition had been thrown, what was kind of like the atmosphere in the house about that?
Well, you had certain ones of us, like Pal and myself, were so competitive that we were like appalled at this. Why would you do this? Because that, to me, where I come from, the morals that I have is you don't do things like this. So why would you do it? First of all, it's not going to get you any further. And second of all, then it makes you look like the elephant in the room. And really, that's kind of the way that the tension really built because half of us was like, why would you do this? Why would you even come across with this? So we didn't agree with it, and we were like, no, we ain't having none of this to do with this. So
I also felt like it was very early in the game to kind of make that move. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like you put a
yeah,
target on your back really, really fast.
yeah. It's
Um,
you just no, that was way too early.
Yeah, it's
Mm-mm.
just people acting out of emotion.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
all right. So one of my favorite things early on is we have the untalented talent show.
Oh, good Lord.
But I won't make you relive that out, even though you probably did when I said that. But I want to know, Paulo, first to you, what is your hidden talent?
Oh my gosh. Well, we're not talking about the show, right? Because you just see me
No.
that someone was milking it. So my talent wasn't that. I don't like, I think I can do it the opposite. Maybe I can milk a cow, but I don't think like, to be honest, I didn't even know what I was doing. But I feel like in my a talent, I don't know. I feel like I can do anything that I put in my mind. Uh, I don't know. I just try.
Jason, do you have a hidden talent?
I do. A lot of people don't realize that growing up, I played musical instruments. I played French horn and mellophone, and so that was something I can play musical instruments. So
That's cool.
yeah.
All right, I have a fun one for you guys. Obviously, you guys come from, the Holiday Baking Championship, 90 Day Fiance. So, Paulo, first to you. Which of your fellow castmate from a previous show would you like to see partake in a possible season 2 of The Goat?
My husband. I would like to see my husband how he do this. I just did it. I would like to see him like try, because it's not easy. It's not easy to do that. Like, and that will give me a little bit of time away from him, so that will be good.
Vacation.
Vacation for me.
Jason?
I would have to say I would love to see my good buddy David Rose from Food Network Star do it. He would probably do very well in it. So yeah, he could do great.
All right, my final one is both to you, but Jason, to you first. And one of my favorite aspects of the show was the competitions, right? The creative way that they made these competitions. Jason, first to you, what was your favorite competition you competed in?
Oh gosh, probably my favorite one that I competed in was gosh, I love them all. That's the thing. Like they were all so very good, so very thought out that it would really be hard for me to pick out just one single one. I would have to say not the first one because that was standing on a piece of wood and I'm not a ballet dancer. So, but I would have to say I enjoyed them all. And if I could do them all again, I would because I really enjoyed them.
Paula, do you have a favorite one or two?
To be honest, you need to watch the show to see
Yeah.
what's going on, because I can't choose a favor, and there is a reason why. So that's why you gotta watch the show and see why. You know why?
Oh,
But
I know why.
yeah, I'm like, I love them all. I
Yeah.
love all the challenge, but yeah, some things happen. So
That's one of the fascinating things for me is when I was watching it, I'm just like, this is pretty cool. Like this, the creative minds of creating the competitions was really cool. Jason and Paul, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
Thor,
you.
thank you for having us.